Asik, lama tak jumpa lalu bos Nando. Wifi lagi tersesat bos Nando. Baru bisa live ya. Lagi joki bang, nggak akunku sendiri nih mas bro.
So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Well, this fellow, Giorgio Chiellini, Peter, is one of the game's great thinkers.
Yeah, in both an academic and a footballing sense, of course.
Yeah, and I think he'll prove key if they're looking to play on the break here. You won't get many players who are better than him in terms of ball winning, and it's all going to be about how quickly they can turn things around once they've got the ball.
Kok gini coy mainku coy.
Tries to play it through. Oh, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. There will be a throw-in. Park Ji-sung. Great vision. And he's made sure that's not getting through. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That was well played. Well stopped.
Ronaldinho. Quarter of an hour played. And that interception was most necessary. Oh, he's been caught napping. Oh, a gilt-edged chance. He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Saliba. And it's Lopez. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
Nicely shaped. There's the header! Las Vegas lights, so far providing no real test at all for the goalkeeper.
Kok gitulah cok mainnya cok. Halo Mas Adi.
Park Ji-sung is looking to influence the game from out wide. Tries to pass it, and the finish! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Nice control. Schmeichel gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. The goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. Pinches it off him. Chouameni. It's Belletti. Chouameni. Now Howson. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
He's got away. Chiellini did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party.
Aku jadi ketua iya Mas Bro.
Compromise.
Mainku sekarang goblok guys.
He's having a pop. Oh, that is a fair try. And it's half-time. So we go in at half-time with both defences still yet to be breached. They rather cancelled each other out in the first period. Let us see what the second half brings.
Please take some time out to give your
Some
support.
first half thoughts?
Well, there's no way to disguise the fact that they've been
Asik
poor.
akunnya
Not a single shot
sekarang
on
udah
goal
ngerti.
tells you all you need to know.
Hoki Mas Bro.
Everything seems a little
Modal
early to
100
me,
koin,
and rushed,
100 koin aja.
panicked even at times.
Still waiting for this to take off. It's goalless at half-time.
Substitution on the field. Number 80, Ronaldinho. Coming on
Away
the
we go
field
again.
is Bellingham.
So neither side has yet broken through. Rummenigge. And this is Pato. Lampard. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Las Vegas lights do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Chance! Could move up a gear here.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Lampard. Good ball, good take. Shot could be on. Shoots! He's got a goal! It is the pick-me-up they all long
Kelas
for.
modal 100 koin, akun hoki coy.
One
Tapi yang bel ini
sweeping
dalam
move
Mas Bro.
executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter attack like that,
700
it's like
koin
walking
belum
into a
dapat,
sucker
coy.
punch and they're dazed.
And he shoots! Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
That's good running. It makes life so much easier when you have people who are willing to go beyond the defence like that.
And it's Berbatov. Maldini cuts it out. Lampard. Bellingham!
Ya fake shot Bro.
And that is a save of real quality. Not easy by any means.
Las Vegas Lights really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Now it's Pato. And here's Bellingham. Rummenigge! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And this is Pato. Bellingham. And he's managed to get impressive jump. It's in!
Ajarin aku dong ketua biar hoki.
Perfect time.
Goreng lagi.
Decisive strike. He watched it
Kemarin
all the
juga
way, and the
bapuk
finish was unerring.
6 bulan Mas
So
Bro.
well there, attacking the
6
ball
bulan
like
itu
they
bapuk
did.
terus kembali
Strong forehand
gacor
behind that.
setelah itu ya. Setelah
Two
dapat
goals
epic
on the day, and he may
epic
not yet be
Pato.
done.
Pato, terus dapat lagi Sidov, dapat lagi Havi,
Substitutions taking place.
dapat lagi Lampard itu.
So time for change, and this one has been on the cards for a little while. Things starting to look very comfortable.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Castolo,
Oh, what has happened here? And he's gone backward here. Las Vegas Lights do have a chance to counter here. Now it's Pato. Oh, he refuses to take the bait. Castolo. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Lampard, renowned for his long range. And we're done.
Biasanya gitu emang ketua.
Las Vegas
Akun
Lakers
lama
are
bapuk sekali
champions.
dapat
Football
langsung WhatsApp.
unprecedented. It was a comprehensive display throughout, and their tactician-in-chief can draw great satisfaction from it.
Hello everybody, and a quick
Rummenigge,
announcement
voted
now.
man of the match.
Nyoba back 3 guys. Ngomong tuh lempar skill low skimmer kah ketua? Iya, lambat low skimmer mas bro. Tapi cuman sayangnya nanggung. Kok posisinya kan CMF. Tapi kesadaran menyerangnya tinggi banget mas bro. Suwe gak live. Munggah gaji tak guys. Aduh. Wifi-nya ini kesasat. Waduh. Iya muka-muka lu mau kaji kesasat. Orkes kah apa pok mas bro.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. There's the whistle, and here we go. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
For me, it has to be the magical Angel Di Maria. What I like about him is how he's tailored his game to play in different positions, whether it be central midfield, attacking midfield, or as a winger. And, you know, he can adapt to whatever's required.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Maldini receives it in a good position here. Big chance!
Maldini sampai maju-maju gitu bro.
It's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency. Look,
Padahal nggak aku slide ya, otomatis maju sendiri loh itu tadi bro.
That's what really rips defenses apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Rose finding themselves unexpectedly behind. And this is Ronaldo. Yamal. Oh, good spread. Good read, needed to be. So just a one early goal to report so far. And the score is 1-0. Brzezinski. Looking here to chip it through. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
And here's Yamal. Tries a shot!
Jangkrik, gak jelas krik.
They have grabbed themselves an equaliser.
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
And his man Stade really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their pacey options.
Kasih ngapa lah bro. Gak gacha Dembele, gak gacha mas bro.
Situation they'll want to capitalize on now.
Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. It's Pato! Well, now it's a race for the ball. Oh, what has happened here? Xavi!
Mending itu coy, mending apa namanya, ku gacapel ya. Halo Mas Bibir. Liverpool turu mas bro.
Las Vegas lights leading now. Cafu, a true great in every sense of the word. And it's Vieira. Played out wide, looking to pass their way up the pitch. And the pass is intercepted. Iniesta! No, just not quite.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Campbell is there, and he can pick it up. Space for him to turn and look. Nice control.
Berat loh guys, Selamat ini guys.
Signals the end of the first period.
Akankah Barca sudah pasti Barca ini bro.
Entertaining half of football, and it's fair to say that both teams have played their part.
Hello everybody.
It is quite a game, breathless and laced with excitement.
Yeah, they're ahead, Peter, but they can't afford to get too complacent. They need to go with the same intensity and tempo they showed in getting both the goals. Try to get another now and establish that two-goal cushion early in the second half.
Las Vegas lights ahead by just the odd goal in 3. It is 2-1 at the interval. And we are back underway. Cristiano Ronaldo. Iniesta. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. He has found the way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Xavi with a
Iya,
bit of
tumben
confidence
kok
about
iya
him.
mas bro, pengen mas bro.
Swagger.
Well, I thought that run had balance and control, skill and strength. The sort of desire we hope will spread.
Looking tiny in
Aduh.
possession here. Oh, that's a very decent ball now. Real chance. And a neat finish.
3-4-3 tapi DMF-nya kan 2. Satunya aku kasih instruksi lini dalam ya yang jangkar.
The one place the keeper couldn't reach.
Just way too good, Peter.
Jadi biar 4 back gitu mas bro, rasa-rasa 4 back ya.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
Well, this is nothing less than...
And he shoots.
Ya oka dipendang lengung luar.
Every bit the assured keeper there.
Ronaldinho clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Looking for the run. He's on it. Can he get away? Las Vegas lights claiming a corner and the referee concurs.
Hafi feel-nya gimana? Wena, licin wena.
And we have
Passingnya jos.
first corner.
Coming on the field is number 9, Neymar.
That has earned a reprieve for the time being. Messi. And the finish! Rose are looking to go forward now. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cafu. And it's Xavi. Oh, played right into his path. Shapes to
Tai bekah, capek Rumi bro.
It's rather wayward. Las Vegas lights certainly look sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
Itu duet Delpimu metaku ketemu gitu.
Substitution for Stade de France. Thomas Rashitsky.
The two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Dapat gacha bel nggak, Mas Bro?
And he stands tall, impenetrable. McAllister.
Substitution in progress.
That's very neat. And he's making progress on the ball. And it's played in here. A header!
Grealish.
Utopia! And they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. Not so much sophistication as doggedness and sheer bloody-mindedness.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place at the right time. We've just seen the perfect example.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Diouf. Chance for a shot! And that's in!
Gak gacha aku, Mas. Akun wis tak.
Here's utter joy!
Tol.
He engages with
Kenapa,
absolute
Mas Bro, kok
happiness.
ditol?
That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for.
And that is it. The
Kenapa kok
referee
didol,
has
coy?
seen enough. This is a side which is purring, picture perfect to win.
Orang ini orang lama ini, Mas Bro.
Pulverized what was put in front of them. It was
Ada Campbell soalnya loh. Ngeri.
picking up the man of the match.
Ini user PES ini,
No
coy.
surprise there.
Era-era PES ya.
Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly.
Takut makin hancur gara-gara pasal Formasi. Iya, emang eFootball ini jomplang banget ya. Kalau dihitung-hitung dari segi kita top up terus dijual laginya itu loh jomplang parah. Misalnya habis 10 juta gitu, skuadnya dijual kembali mungkin cuman 2 juta, 4 juta mentok gitu aja. Itu aja tergantung list epicnya ya. Soalnya eFootball ini banyak penyepong itu, Mas Bro. Penyepong itu ya, tir ya. Serangkat lama sama baru jauh kah perbedaannya? Jauh banget, Mas Bro.
Well, football is of course ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of
Harus
noise
wajib
and
ikutin
energy.
kalau mau sih ya. Emang Konami sekarang itu player itu dipaksa gacha coy biar bisa ngikutin ya, biar bisa bersaing juga di divisi, Mas Bro.
So it's away we go then. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you at full speed. He gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to pick a spot and finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. And it's Xavi. Grealish. Rummenigge. Can he finish? There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputation.
Akunku laku 6 juta, Mas.
precisely the
Mantap.
reason we just seen. They have a
Total
hungry
berapa
back in
itu,
the
Mas Bro?
presence felt.
Habis
Here
total
we are,
berapa coy?
early stages. He struck
12.
one, and he looks hungry for more.
One sweeping move executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Volendam are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Lampard, good purposeful running.
Wah, kalau ditanya habis pasti rugi mas. Iya, rugi besar mas bro. Ya emang gitu ya, konsekuensi eFootball itu habis puluhan juta itu lakunya nggak sampai puluhan, coy. Jomplang banget. Nikmati jadi player bancos saja mas bro kalau comeback ya. Kayak aku ini, skuad modal 100 koin semua ini coy.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Probing pass.
It's Pato! And he was there to get a vital touch. Really looks sharp.
Tapi takut pakai sudah pasti makin rugi mas bro. Situ udah hukum eFootball ya. Soalnya setiap bulan itu update kartu baru coy. 6 bulan sekali muncul skill baru juga coy.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, that's a key interception. Rijkaard. Van der Vaart. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. They want to be quick to recover this. Las Vegas Lights looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Knocks it out wide.
Well, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Lampard.
He'll try from distance.
Waduh, lo screamer kaki kirinya lemah coy.
Etched on the faces of the defenders.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Rijkaard. Cannavaro.
There will be 1 minute
Played
added
out
time.
towards the right wing. It's a pretty loose pass. And the whistle goes for half-time. Any strong opinions on the first half?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Enak lo bro, cek Grealish ini bro.
Las Vegas Lights looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
Karena ada semangat juangnya ya.
Substitution on the field. Number 21. Grealish.
Ronaldinho itu agak gimana gitu coy.
Number 16. Fermin.
Baresi. Las Vegas Lights do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system
kok nge-lag,
changes with
guys?
it.
He's found space here. Getting up there. Oh, fine stop.
Perasaan jarang Levia.
Alexander Pato actually didn't do
Mas
an awful lot
Pontius
wrong, to be
Pilatus. Waduh namamu kok sulit gitu mas bro. Jarang live mas bro.
Corner number 2 then.
Sebulan kemarin gak live.
Oh, good play.
Wifi-nya yang tersesat ini mas bro.
They are cruising.
Pengenku juga setiap hari tuh live coy. Cuma kendala wifi aku ini mas bro.
Out of sight. Great
Akhir-akhir ini
corner,
sering
and he did the rest.
tiba-tiba nggak ada koneksi mas bro. Tidak ada jaringan internet ya.
The way he did. He got a real chance.
It's a stunning goal. A finish right from the top draw. They're back within reach. That is so good. Such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
Well, I think he was saying to his teammates, how dare you doubt me?
So could they be onto something here? Xabi Alonso did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Van der Vaart.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
Mbappe! Now that is commitment to the cause.
Pakai indium kayak iya Mas Bro, pakai indium. Wilayahnya ini Mas Bro, yang masalahnya di wilayahku Mas Bro, terlalu pelosok. Terlalu kampung.
Xabi Alonso goes short. Las Vegas Lights are looking to go forward now. Las Vegas Lights perhaps contemplating their next change here. Fermin, Seedorf, he can run onto that. Lampard, he's shifting through the gears here. Baresi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Passing is crisp and sharp, and this is Pato, and he scores!
Substitutions taking place.
Pindah aja ketua biar jelas.
Choosing to make the first change, and he's only too happy to take that back. Xavi. Well-timed, excellent interception. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That is a brilliant interception. Lampard. Pato. This is a promising build-up. Distributed tidily.
Passingnya kok jelek gitu. Sekarang pemain cepet itu ya, cepet habis stamina-nya coy.
Good looking ball. No, that was never going to make it.
Added minutes has been indicated.
To a minimum of 4 minutes additional time. Kukcu. Baresi. And it's De Bruyne. Howson spots. And we're done. It's a super show all round. Both sides doing their best to impose themselves, but one evidently, undeniably better equipped than the other. Lampard.
Hadiah divisi kali ini bagus coy. Statnya merata ya, buat defense oke, buat nyerang juga oke. El Classico ini jam 2 atau jam 3 Mas Bro? Jam 2 perasaan coy. Prediksi skor masih. Aku netral coy. Aku juga gak suka Real Madrid dan juga gak suka Barca ya. Maksudnya bukan nggak suka, bukan fansnya dari dua klub tersebut. Cuman lebih ke kayaknya sih unggul Barca ini, Mas Bro.
There's the whistle. Well, we all know who created the concept of total football, but is it fair to say, Jim, that no one embodied it better on the pitch than this man?
Jam 2, oke coy.
Definitely, he has the pace, the power, the technique to play anywhere across the front line, but he also has the intelligence, the vision to play in a more withdrawn playmaking role, or even in defence. He could fill in and cover for any position as required, and he had the intelligence to be able to put it all together.
He really does have it all. Makaleli. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. That's a good ball.
Fuck.
And that is doing no harm at all.
Pede sama cow habis duel nggak ada tenaga. Ngeri. Comeni pindah ke MU, Mas Bro.
Played into space.
Kok mulai patah-patah gini, coy.
Loose pass. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside.
Mainnya Real Madrid sekarang kurang filosofisinya. Gak suka gue main Real Madrid sekarang emang, Mas Bro. Kurang serem.
And it's Pato. It's Ronaldinho! Oh, it's a beauty! About as smooth as it gets. A moment that
Anjay,
needed
lawan
composure,
Pak Prabowo,
and he
anjir.
had plenty of it.
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Aku kemarin dapat mbeumu, Mas Bro.
Las Vegas lights.
Kepengin dapat Akanji itu.
It's 1-0.
Malah dapat
Well,
mbeumu.
this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter. Try sitting on this or push on with the opposition now forced to come out.
Baresi defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. Lovely, now then. And now the breakaway. Henderson cuts out the pass. Very nearly half an hour gone here.
Jangkrik, Zubimendi.
Kukcu is the team's great visionary. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Pato. Ronaldinho. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Pato was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And he's let fly. Oh, nearly. Not the best distribution from the keeper. Las Vegas lights looking to go into the break, 1-0 up. Makaleli. Maldini cuts it out. Saliba. He's well positioned here.
Sama gitu, Pak.
Kanji did
Dapat
just
yang
about enough to come out on top there.
There will be one
Neither
minute
party
added time.
overly willing to compromise.
hati-hati Prabowo ngamuk gitu.
There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
Quick announcement for the benefit of
Las
anybody
Vegas
who's found
lights
themselves
go
a
in
little
at
lost
half-time
today.
with
Please look
a
at the screen
1-0
for
lead.
information on how to find your way
Yeah, I like
around
the fact that
stadium.
there was a genuine flow to this game as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved
Substitution on the
that
field.
little bit more.
Number 18.
Las Vegas lights
Ronaldinho.
have made the
Number
crucial
8.
breakthrough, and they're looking pretty
Makaleli.
satisfied at the break.
Coming on the field. Number
So the action is
16.
resumed.
Tillman. Number
Well, my advice would be to keep at it. If you're doing well, keep it going.
Las Vegas lights, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
Fermi, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Xavi going face to face with his great rival. Done delicately. Scholes is offering some sort of an apology.
Antek-antek asing kelas.
Look a bit predictable.
Turns back here, probably the best option. That could spell trouble. Just about up to the hour now. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, it's not looking good, Peter. You can't
Fermin.
just stop playing once you've gone ahead. You're letting the opposition know that you can.
Duh, aku terlalu nafsu dengan low screamer,
You can
coy.
so easily raise the pace and tempo to do just that.
Fermin is onto this. That has not gone well. Oh, and the finish!
Ya itulah efek semata asis, Mas Bro.
And this is getting better and better. Oh, a horrible error, and he has nowhere to hide.
I think the defence really need to wake up here, Peter. They really shouldn't be getting caught out like that.
A header! No, not the best of headers. Seedorf tries to play it through.
Pato ini meskipun kecil tapi kalau duel udara menang selalu, Mas Bro. Kebanyakan menang ya kalau duel-duel udara gitu, coy.
Scholes. Defending was strong and firm. Strokes it back. And it's Kukçu. Kukçu going like a man possessed at the moment. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
Substitutions taking place.
And we have our very first corner. They've played it short. It's a lovely, neat pass. Las Vegas lights are looking to go forward now. It's a threatening shoot. Yes!
Gak tahu bang, aku player bansos, gak pernah pakai pato. Kelihatannya, Mas Bro, sering itu apa namanya, sering menang duel udara ya. Kalau bola-bola atas itu, coy.
And now he has two. Las Vegas lights find a position of real strength now. Lampard. And it's Lopez. And here's Pato.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Added minutes has been indicated.
Now it's Pato. Lampard. Pato. That will. So that's it. It is all over.
Nggak ada, coy, nggak ada skill seperti terus di udara.
In Utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. A show all about one side.
Aku juga player bansos, Mas Bro, cuman bansos plus lebih ke hoki ya aku ini, coy. 180 ini kan nggak tinggi amat loh Mas Bro, kecil ya.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play.
Oh, what has happened here? Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe.
Little doubt.
Astaga. Merah lah sit.
And that's going to be a booking. And it's Lampard. Lampard! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lampard really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Las Vegas Lights with their first
Yuk,
corner.
masuk.
The first in the game for either side, actually. And he's gone looking for safety. That's a good ball out wide. Skims one in. Cafu gets it clear. Neymar. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. First quarter of an hour gone. Rummenigge. Lovely, now then. It's Pato! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Zanetti.
Manchester United definitely like their pressing from the front.
Yeah, it's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard.
He's having a shot!
Gak jelas, gak jelas.
And that has fair fizzed. And the shots!
Info pemain tumbal DT lebih ke hoki aja Mas Bro. Kalau aku sering pakai Rockwell Lombardi ya,
You just know
pemain Portugal
there is
itu.
no stopping that.
Yeah, you just don't save those, Peter. Too much power on, and the manager's absolutely loving this.
Manchester United have fired themselves in front.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Ini guys, mata asis ini ngeselin ini.
Neymar. Neymar will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. And it's Kukcu. Good ball, good take. And it's been hooked away. And they're back on the ball again. Lampard, renowned for his long-range shooting. Now, can they get it back? There will be a throw-in. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Now, this could be a chance. Rummenigge! Again, a brilliant save.
Rummenigge really can't believe it. Foiled by the keeper again.
It's their second corner of the game. He's It's rising.
ตายละโจ๊ะ
It's a fair try, but just off target.
Hussein certainly knows that he's missed a real chance there, but he can't
Apakah
dwell on
pecah
that. He
telur
needs
ini,
to pick
coy?
himself up and move on. Pretty robust defending.
Messi knocks it into space. Maldini.
There will be 3 minutes added time.
And it's Pato. Las Vegas Lights are looking to break at pace. He is through here. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pato's delivery. Baresi clears it away. And for the first half, that is that. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
And a quick reminder
Las
today
Vegas
that
Lights
parking in the
trailing
area
by
around
the
stadium is
tightest of
strictly
margins at
forbidden.
half-time.
Please use parking provided by the
Yeah, you
club
don't get
or
any
other
points for
paid
stating
parking
the obvious,
facilities in
Peter,
the
but
area.
thankfully this is still very savable. Keep things simple, keep the intensity high, and hope for an early goal. If that happens, it's a game changer.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here.
Las Vegas Lights really need to bring up their intensity and rhythm a notch or two, Peter. Just looked a step too slow on everything.
Xavi, it's a searching pass. It's out for a goal kick. And it's Xavi. And here's Lopez. And he's quick to snatch it back. Rijkaard is the team's great visionary. Still chasing the game, trailing by 1. Lampard, good driving run. Can he finish?
Asu.
Ball's run loose here. Looking for the run. And claimed it back swiftly. The ball is loose and the chase is on. Howson kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Jude, your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they get when it comes to chances.
And he is real chance! Goal! They have come roaring back!
Well, you have to credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter. When you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing, the outcome should all come down to finishing.
Now it's Pato. Now it's Lopez. Xavi. Can he get it through? Picked out, great chance! Well taken goal. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward!
Well, there's not a lot you can do as a defence if your opponents have that in their locker. Just raising the quality and accuracy in an instant like that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Messi. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Not the most convincing of passes, and he's been shifted off it. Now, can they get him away? Lopez. He's under a lot of pressure there.
They may end up with some regret with this tactic, but you have to admire their commitment to goals. I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
pass is intercepted.
Two added
Xavi.
minutes has been indicated.
Threads one in. Duke has it out wide and in space. Oh, nice touch. Bellingham receives it in a good position here. And the shot!
Tai banyakan gaya, cok. Tahu gitu stunning aja.
From the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And time is up. Las Vegas Lights have won it by sheer force of character. As winning teams do, they managed to...
Ini bro, pemain ini bro, Rockwell Lombardia. Emang aku nyetok banyak coy. Ini pemainnya coy. Ada stok double touch 6, masih 6 coy. Siap-siap, makasih bosku. Konami ini sangat-sangat kikir. Nyari skill aja, tambahan skill aja disuruh gacha coy. Udah pemain disuruh gacha, tambahan skill suruh gacha. Buset, banyak banget bosku. Iya mas bro, skill-skill yang penting-penting doang yang kutampung ya. Serba-serbi gacha, iya mas bro. Nggak ada kepastian main ini game mas bro. Server juga gacha. Servernya kadang enak, kadang bapuk. Terkadang sinyalnya enak stabil gitu aja masih nge-lag coy. Lawannya yang sinyalnya jelek ya, tapi kita yang nge-lag mas bro. Gacha banget coy.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. And that gets things running.
Modern football is full of power, pace and physicality. But there's a player out there who's managed to avoid the helter-skelter and play a game of purity.
Peerless Pirlo.
Yeah, he coined the phrase regista, and he rules.
Rummenigge. Now it's Hazard. It's played through for him. Look at this real chance.
Asem, counter attack yang sangat bagus.
Names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more.
The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Atletico Paranaense are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to...
He's having a shot! And that is well cleared. That pass has been well intercepted. And it's Xavi. Now who's going to be first to this? Las Vegas Lights are behind here despite their domination of possession. And it's Ronaldinho!
Masa Allah, smekelku gak begitu mas bro.
He was there to get a vital touch.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and
Akunku
dealing
pas
with it.
oke yang gratisan zamannya Zanetti itu hampir semuanya pick bansos dikasih.
Las Vegas Lights with their first corner, the first in the game for either side actually. And he can clear it away. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And now a sudden chance to counter. Oh, sweet feet. Batistuta venturing down the left. That's good play. And he's gone backward here. Ronaldinho!
Jangkrik ini gimana ini coy?
And he couldn't quite find the target.
Just couldn't quite control it. Nothing wrong with the height and the contact.
Lovely pass, but can he get there?
Well, it's not the best when it comes to decision making. Okay, initially he probably was afforded the space.
Chance!
Tai.
Two up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
Atletico Paranaense are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Now it's Batistuta. Can he get on the end of this? Xavi, terrific!
Duh gitu cok.
Beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Looking for options for movement. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
And here's Ronaldinho. This might spell danger. He's been bundled over, that is a foul.
Kita 7 shot 0 gol giliran 1 iya coy. Asu emang cok ini game cok.
Very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Ronaldinho is behind this one. This looks promising.
Well,
And we've reached half-time. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change
Please join
at
me
this
in
stage.
wishing all the best for members
So that's
of
it for
our
the
fan
first
club
half, and
celebrating their
everyone
wedding
takes a
anniversary
well-earned
today.
rest.
Substitution on the field, number 18, Batistuta.
So, into the second half.
Ronaldinho.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline.
And Shevchenko!
Number 16.
Now, that wasn't a bad hit by any means.
Well, at least his thinking was very good, Peter. Probably thought he hit the target, judging by his reaction.
Eto'o finding himself in space. Xavi. Rummenigge. Las Vegas lights, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Seedorf. Verbin!
Astagfirullah 2 kali tiang bro.
Ambitious ball here. Atletico Paranaense appear to be happy to let their front players... Shot, surely! Oh, it's a stunning goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! Oh, that was sharp, deliciously sharp.
It would have taken something heroic from the keeper to get anything on that. The height was tricky enough, but the power, he had no chance.
Las Vegas lights cut their deficit and look raring to go again.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play, because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Las Vegas lights still have the cards to affect this game. Great ball if he can get there. Xavi. Rummenigge. And it's Xavi. And the shots! And the shots! It's loose now and they want to get it back.
exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
That's an excellent interception.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
Shoots!
Asu. Semangat ketua, lalu Mas Ken.
To the cause. It's their second corner of the game.
Minggir banget, ada kereta lewat. Di sini ada suara mobil, suara kereta, suara pesawat, suara kapal selam juga terdengar semua, Mas Bro.
Substitution on the field. Karl-Heinz Rummenigge. Number 14, Frank Lampard. Number 6, Xavi. Coming on the field, number 9, NUNGGU.
He leaps for it. It's a goal.
Bukan. Pato ini selalu menang duel udara, coy.
Back they
Meskipun
come.
kecil ya.
A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and
He's had a shot.
Ya awo penalti, cok.
Penalty he has. Las Vegas Knights present their opponents with the best possible chance here. So where will he
Bodoh.
go? What a save from Peter Schmeichel. Intercepts the throw. That's well read.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
All in, kalah menang. Full.
A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Oh no, what has happened here?
Cok.
And that's it.
Malu anjir.
So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Las Vegas Knights can always take more positives from a result like this. Yes, there is some tidying up to do, but some real promise too.
Lawan divisi 3 sama, Bro. Tinggal 18%, coy. Sengeri itu, coy. Schmeichel yang baru tadi barusan, guys. Kewacor parah, bro.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great
Pecah telur
voice,
mas bro.
and there's a real
Gak
sense
jadi
of
WS coy.
anticipation in the air. Game
Divisi
on.
3 gak WS pula.
We're up and running then.
I don't think there's a player out there, Peter, who is as tactically flexible as Francesco Totti. Of course, we know him best as a number 10 or a deeper line forward.
And does history record him as the first player really to play that kind of false nine role?
Yeah, I think that's right. And he was able to do that because of his great physicality to go with that wonderful technique. Who would have thought at the time that he would start a global trend, one that's become a standard now in leagues all around the world?
Trailblazer.
Absolutely.
He is through his chance for a shot, and he's done it.
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Shoots! That's put
Astagfirullah.
into the danger.
He has saved the goalkeeper's
No.
brushes there. What great defending.
Martinez going face to face with his great rival. And here's Pato. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. That is good alertness. That's a good run down the left. Now, can they get him away? And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He's shifting through the gears here.
Marcel turun lah.
The defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And he's managed to get free. That's going wide left.
Loh, enaknya. Masa udah kasih ruang, bro.
Gareth Bale! He's got himself an absolute peach. They have hauled themselves right back into it.
Credit the desire there. These boys knew they were in a battle, and they did exactly what was needed to get back into it. That's going to make the boss just a little happy now.
Gareth Bale!
Gang one, restore parity.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from...
He's having a shot! It's a goal!
Monggo lewat nih.
And they're back in front.
Baru ini coy, aku tahu
Smooth,
selebrasi
smart and slick.
It was wonderful vision to
Si
see
Bale.
the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
Las Vegas Lights have their lead. Half-time coming up, and little doubt as to which of the two sides is the happier. And here's Bale. Howson wins the duel this time. Pato. Looking to play him in. Spread neatly. Rummenigge. Perez. And it's Pedri. McAllister.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
McAllister is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Dani Olmo, good driving run. And the whistle goes for half-time. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time.
And just a quick reminder.
It is quite a game, breathless.
lambat masuk. Sebelum screen masuk.
That's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They want a good start to the second half.
Las Vegas Lights leading, but only just. It's Pato!
Tai.
Alexander Pato just dropped the shoulder to engineer the feint. Now he'll have to shoulder the blade.
Las Vegas Lights, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it.
And he's in on goal. Shapes to shoot. Brilliant from Lopez. A finish of true class. And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark.
After 53
Oh, that
minutes,
was sharp. Deliciously sharp.
Well, he's absolutely
Balas selebrasi balik coy. Tadi diselebrasi guys.
The keeper's not going to be able to do
Ngegolin
much about
satu
it.
selebrasi anjir.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Las Vegas lights go up by 2 and are looking good.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Perez. Oh, he's played it in low.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Gangwon appear to be happy to let their front players stay up front all the time.
Well, it's signalling to the opposition that they're setting themselves up for the counter-attack. It's plain and simple.
Perez. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Fermin. Las Vegas lights still have the cards to affect this game. Howson. Pedri. This is a promising build-up. And it's Pedri. And it's Pedri. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Lampard.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Crunching tackle. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him.
Tak pelanggaran loh bro. Lampard di sliding dari belakang padahal.
That is a great pick out.
There they
Palace
go,
anjing.
punting again.
It's gone out for a throw-in. Howson. Fermin. Jordan Henderson. That has not gone well. Roberto Carlos. Dani Olmo. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
McAllister. Totti. Looking for options for movement. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Oh, it's come off the upright. Relentless! Just relentless! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Lampard duly reaps his reward, kept his cool whilst the defence lost their bearings.
Such good movement. Some players have that natural ability to be in the right place.
Udah kena mental anjir lawan anjir.
So that's it. It is all over. Las Vegas lights pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they
Ngesot
wanted
satu
right from the
selebrasi
start.
pula.
A
Bangsat
show
ini orang.
all about one side's remorselessness,
Divisi 2 abadi ini apa coy? Songong.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So we're very much on the way now. So, Jim, would you say that this formation has become the norm in recent years?
Yeah, I think it's
Apa
one
ini?
that places the emphasis.
Towering header. Harmlessly
Parezi
denied.
kalah sama Hazard di
Indonesia
bola atas.
really are good at what they
Kelas,
do.
kelas.
They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Looking for the run. And this is Pato. He's found a way. And a chance! It's there!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish. Oh, great chance! And the shot! He's got a goal! Not one, but two. It is
Untung masuk guys, pas
true
nge-lag itu tadi guys.
Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Passing is crisp and sharp. Las Vegas Lights have scored two. Oh, terrible pass. Oh, this looks sharp. Alonso. Can he get on the end of this? Oh, what has happened here? Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Indonesia clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Right card,
Rume bro.
and that is that. Shifted it to the flank. Xavi, the arch schemer, always looking to get the team going. Rummenigge is onto this, and he's found a way past. Pato!
Tai lah patek celeng. Malam ketua, halo Mas Inagus.
Composure and imagination to set himself free. He should be locked up after that.
Right card, and it's Xavi Alonso. And he cuts out the supply. Lampard looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Now it's Xavi. He has found the way through. Closing in on. Can he finish?
Enak lu Mas bro. Kafe ini coy.
Again in a
Gak rugi 100 koin ini coy.
soaring. One sweeping move.
Padahal nggak ada.
With deadly efficiency.
Finishingnya cuma 72 ya.
Then the key element is always pace. That's
Nggak ada
what makes
skill
the
shot
defense
juga
so
coy.
hard, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
And Batistuta! And that has forced the very best out of the keeper.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
Baresi clears it away. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Xavi Alonso. He's shifting through the gears here. Great defending, strong and determined. I think that's a corner.
Info skor Arsenal West Ham tadi berapa Mas bro? Tadi ku lihat menit 60 masih 1-1 0-0.
It's a goal kick. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, who would have thought it? A huge chasm between the two teams already, and it might grow even wider in this second half.
Well, they're in a great position, Peter, so why stop now? I would say keep going, keep at it. They've done everything right so far, so they'll want to keep things that way.
Perasaan menang 0-1.
Marching
Waduh,
seemingly on towards victory, 3-0 at the break. So
ngeri-ngeri.
the action is resumed. He won't be happy with that one. Knocks it into space. Now it's Xavi. Rummenigge. Xavi. Chance! And it's hit the woodwork and out. It's in. They will take that. They are absolutely ripping it up. Right place, right time, and a fine instinctive finish.
Well, I admire players who do that because they just don't give up on anything.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Aimed beyond the defence. Now it's Pato. Nicely weighted ball. Hakimi kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Looking to play him in. Howson calmly anticipates.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Asam, salah passing bro.
Maldini, a picture of focus and alertness. Time and again they are repelled. Spread it left. Shot a goal! And that's a good finish. It hurts, does it not? Oh, how reality hurts.
Suren, akhirnya Suren juga lawanku
Well,
bro.
this is turning into a real hammering now, Peter. They're demoralised.
And that's it. That's it for tonight's match, so it just remains for me to thank Jim Beglin alongside me.
Iya, menang 0-1 Arsenal.
The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We're up and running then.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively. But it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter. And it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Not the most accurate pass. And it's Pato. And it's made its way to him. Oh, sweet feet. João Neves can clear it away. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Yeah, Kylian Mbappe. There's nothing more frightening for a defender when he's running at you At full speed, he gets into his stride so quickly and seems to just glide across the turf. But when the goal's in front of him, he's also got that cool head that's required to
Nggak punya skill
pick a
cut
spot
behind turn
and
nih.
finish everything off.
Hard to disagree with that. It is the sort of situation he thrives in. Passing is crisp and sharp. Shoots! They've scored! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
You felt it was coming. 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus as the opposition will inevitably react.
Threads one in. Look at the space here. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Ronaldinho, and he's managed to get free. Very nicely done.
Marcel turun lamar.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And he's really put himself on the line here. Las Vegas Lights with the corner. They're
Masuk bro,
first.
120%.
He's gone looking for safety. Paris Saint-Germain are looking to go forward now. Seedorf wins the duel this time. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. Tries a shot!
Astaga naga.
Las Vegas Lights
Masuk
have their second corner now.
120%.
And a header!
Astagfirullah.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Xavi showing great feet there. Well, that pass isn't the best. Haaland. João Neves. That's a cute ball. Nice interception, well timed. Ronaldinho.
2 added minutes has been
Lampard
indicated.
looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Rummenigge providing an outlet on that flank.
Aduh, main-main cuy.
Corner given. This possibly the last play of the half.
Masuk.
Oh,
Nah,
greatly!
gitulah coy.
It's a goal! And this
Biar
is
120%-nya itu
getting
real ya,
better
nggak
and better.
settingan.
And that is indeed the final act.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time
Just a
team
quick
talks will
announcement.
undergo change
To
now.
inform you
One
that
will be solid,
CCTV
the
is
other
now
needs
in
to be
operation
pretty
for your
inspiring.
safety.
Las Vegas Lights looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Jordan Henderson. And here's Ronaldinho. Rummenigge charging forward, the ball at his feet. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Tries to pass it through, and the shots! And it's in!
Gak usah selebrasi lah, Cil bangke.
Just when they wanted it. So smooth.
Aku nggak selebrasi bro, lawanku selalu
It's
selebrasi.
the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
Shift in momentum, perhaps.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
That looks a decent shot, surely! And the whistle's gone, presumably for offside. Paris Paris Saint-Germain are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Steps in, and that's the end of that. Ambitious ball here. Well read, and the danger is averted.
Well, it's definitely the right attitude and application, Peter. They've got to keep pushing.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Rijkaard did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Gets his head on it! And he looked every bit
Mata
the
sisi
assured keeper
ama
there.
divisi ini coy.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Well seen. Saw that
Jangkrik.
coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Driven forward. It's an inviting looking ball that. Well, they've got it again. Saliba. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Kubo! Seedorf clears without hesitation. And he's quick to return it. Just 5 minutes remaining now.
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, the chip pass hasn't quite come off.
There will be 1 minute added time.
And that is it. The referee has seen enough. Well, that was close. Both sides playing their part in a great game of football. A real ride that had all of us glued.
Udah guys, mau nonton El Clasico coy. Terima kasih ya yang udah nemenin mas bro. Udah like. Yang butuh joki divisi langsung WA saja coy. Harga rata kiri. Terima kasih, sekian, wassalam.